is the Suns postgame show. Arizona Sports, 98.7 FM.
4 seconds left, a long three, not good by Paul, and it's grabbed by Harden, and the Brooklyn Nets have surprised the world as they were down by 24 points. Came back with an amazing second half, closed out on a 12-0 run, and Brooklyn, without two of their superstars, slows down the Suns. The final score, Brooklyn 128, the Phoenix Suns 124.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back inside the Phoenix Suns Arena. That was the Hall of Famer Al McCoy on the final call. 128-124 the score. And, sheesh. I guess, maybe the good news is that most of the country probably was asleep before this one was over and before the Nets made their comeback. They went to bed thinking the Suns rolled the Nets tonight. Probably, on the national TV audience. Most of the people watching dialed in around the country. It's late. Oh, that was not pretty, folks. And you know what? Look, as much as we love this team up, and they have deserved it for the way they've started this season, 17 wins and 10 losses now, having won 9 of their last 11, and just snapping a 6-game win streak. We've been very positive on this show, and rightfully so. Tonight, I'm anticipating we won't be as positive. And also rightfully so. And that's okay. You can go from being super excited about your team to being super upset in one game. It happens. But we have to keep the big picture in the frame. And that is that this team is playing at a high level. And for some reason, fell asleep in the second half against the Nets team that was undermanned relatively, although they still have the man tonight, James Harden. I want to call him James Beard. That's the chef, right? The award to the best chef is the James Beard Award. It's James Harden with the beard, and tonight with the threes and with the assists and with everything that he always does, especially when he is the designated man and he doesn't have to defer. And there was no Kyrie Irving and there was no Kevin Durant, so we knew exactly what the Suns had up against him, and that was stop the beard. And they weren't able to down the stretch tonight, and they also weren't able to put a ball in the bucket in the final 3 minutes of the game. 2:45 left. Chris Paul hits that long three from almost the logo, and then crickets. Now, I guess you credit the Nets defense, you credit the Nets offense, you credit Steve Nash and his team for making adjustments at the half when they were getting their butt handed to them here. They were down 75-54 at the break. And then what happened? That's what we're going to discuss here on the Suns postgame show. Let's line up your calls, 602-260-9870. A lot of interesting things. New lineup tonight, no Frank Kaminsky in the starting 5. Monty deciding to change it up. He goes with Jay Crowder. Is that why they lost? No, I don't think so. Jay gave him some good minutes, played well. Frank didn't see the floor. I don't think him playing tonight would have been the determining factor. But it's just curious that, they make that change and then the 6-game win streak comes to an end. I'm sure Monty Williams is probably racking his brain and trying to figure out what he could have done, and because he has been pressing all the right buttons recently. But tonight, usually you talk about players winning games and coaches losing them. I think there'll be a lot of thoughts on that side of things tonight because the Suns blew a 24-point lead and lost to the Nets 128-124. We're going to take your calls straight ahead. 602-260-9870 is the number to get in on the Suns postgame show. 602-260-9870. John Bloom taking your calls after a 128-124 loss for the Suns to the Nets. The win streak ends at 6. We'll try to start a new one. Friday night on the road against the New Orleans Pelicans. And yes, they'll remember what happened the last time they played the Pels in the Big Easy. Wasn't so easy. They got their butt kicked, for that matter. I can say that because it's late. All right, let's get your calls lined up, and we'll go to you next here on 98.7 FM.
On the House means home improvement and repair advice is free of charge when you listen to Rosie.